Hey guys, Justin here, and welcome back to another video of Justin on Cars. Today we've got something very special, very brand new, just launched in South Africa. Let me introduce to you the very new facelifted edition Kia Picanto. Today we are just doing a comparison. We are comparing the pre-facelift to your again facelift. So this is the facelift of the facelifted edition of the Kia Picanto. I mean, it's like a malva pudding. If the recipe works,
don't change it too much, I guess.
So this just recently launched and it's going to be out for quite a while. Before we get into the video, remember to like, subscribe and share with your friends and hit that notification bell so you can get notified on new uploads. So everyone out there can also see what is up next. Enjoy guys. Starting from the front, immediately you can see the major differences between these two Kia. So this is your pre-facelift edition. This is the Kia Picanto Smart and this is the Kia Picanto LX. So the LX actually replaced the Street. The Street was the lowest spec that you got from the Kia Picanto range. Now you get the LX as the lower range. There are three different models in the Kia Picanto range. So you get the LX, the EX and the EX Plus. So obviously with the LX, the EX and the EX Plus you get different specs and also a little bit different technology inside the vehicle. But let me tell you guys, with the LX that replaced the Street, you get a lot more standard with these vehicles. They start from about 260,000 Rand and they go up to just over 300,000 Rand. So a very affordable smart city car. So immediately you can see the design changed completely with the Kia Picanto. On the front you can see the bumper is also a lot different. They try to keep the same style with the Kia Picanto, so you can see this style running like this, so it goes straight, has a little bit of a kink. You can see it on the roof lining over here as well. They try and keep to that style. You'll see this one starts over here and then at the bottom you can see the kink going back up again. I like the fact that the lights got a little bit bigger, smaller and bigger at the same time, so it just makes the car look a little bit more broad and sportier. This is really such a fun sporty car guys. I won't say it's a sports car, but it's very nippy on the road, very easy to drive and very reliable. It's very good quality guys. I myself have a Kia Picanto and I drove it over 1,500 kilometers from Secunda to Cape Town, fully packed with dogs in the car and all my luggage because we moved to Cape Town, and let me tell you, the fuel consumption was phenomenal. Overtaking, keeping 120 kilometers an hour, very easy with this small nippy vehicle. We will get to the rear just now. That's also a major change with the Kia Picanto. So it's the exact same vehicle, the underpinnings are the same, the engine is the same, suspension is the same. It's just a facelift, so it's been a little bit updated and has a more modern feel and look to it. It really looks the part when you see it out there on the road. You can't really see that one from the side, but you can see this one from the side. You can see they look very much the same and it's the same shape. You can see on the fender lining over here, it's also very much the same. I actually just saw that there is a little bit of an oil mark at the bottom there. Don't worry guys, it is not the Kia Picanto's oil mark. That was there before we got here. It's actually just on the pavement, so probably someone that parked with his skadonk there leaked a little bit of oil. So definitely not the Kia. I mean, I've got one, it's a 2017 and there's no oil leaks there guys. I can definitely promise you that. So let's have a walk around through the vehicles and quickly show you the inside. There is the oil mark that I spoke about guys. Like I say, it's not from this car, it was there before. So let me just quickly start from here. You can see from the front here, this is the pre-facelifted Kia. So this is just a close-up so you guys can properly see it. And look at the design change on the new Kia. Very modern, hey guys. It's very open at the bottom, gives a little bit more airflow. It just looks more modern and it just looks a little bit more muscular, if that makes sense. It is really a beautiful car to me. When I saw it on the road, I was like, oh, there's a Kia Picanto, because the guy actually drove in front of me. He cut the corner a little bit. But then when he drove past me, I'm like, hey, but that's the new facelift. So you don't, it's very subtle, you don't immediately see it, but when you see it, you know it is the new Kia. This is the pre-facelift edition. What is different is it's still a 14-inch wheel on the pre-facelift, but this one with the Smart had a little bit of a different wheel hub to it. Now you'll see, let me quickly show you, I've got the Street, my car is just very dirty. There's the Street over there, you see the wheel hub over there. So the new LX also has the same wheel hub. I kind of like this design more because it does look sportier from this side compared to this one. This looks a little bit plain to me, if that makes sense, where this looks a little bit more sporty. It doesn't look like a wheel hub from a distance. So let me quickly walk around this one for you guys so you can actually see what it looks like. See, it looks very much the same. It's just you can immediately see the light runs all the way through. It's a little bit of a thinner light, but the design language stays the same. So it's a smaller but a bigger light in essence. So it just makes the car feel a bit broader. Moving to the back, just want to quickly tell you guys, it does have a 35 liter fuel tank. I get about an average 500 to 600 kilometers on a fuel tank. Sorry guys, it might be a little bit noisy. I'm right next to the main road over here. Guys, so standing at the back of the Kia Picantos, this one is a little bit under the shade, this one is in the sun, so you will probably see this one a little bit more predominantly, where this one hides a little bit. But the main fact is you can see the major changes of these vehicles. Very much the same at the end of the day, design wise, but then when you look at the lights, you can see this light runs all the way through, where this one stops over here. So it's got the same language over here, the same design or the same look and feel. It gives that sort of same look at the end of the day, where this one actually just only runs straight, where this one has a kink at the bottom. This gives it that broader feel from the back. So from the back, it does look a little bit more square to me, giving that new modern, not too round, but sportier look at the end of the day. That's why it looks a little bit broader. Especially when you see it on the road, it looks like a grown-up Kia Picanto. You can also see the Picanto name also changed a bit. I love the fact that it's got a sleeker, more open design at the back here. You just see the name Kia and you see the Picanto there at the bottom. It doesn't have, like this one, the boot handle in the middle. So the boot handle is actually hidden underneath the light over here. The new LX comes standard with a reverse camera. So very, very nice reverse camera with the 8-inch infotainment screen in the front. I'll show you guys that just now when we get inside the vehicle. And of course at the bottom you can also see the major change in the bumper. A lot more open, a lot more color-coded bumper, so you don't get this black sort of part over here. And when you do get a black part, like over here in your rear spotlight, you can see it is a high gloss black. So it just looks a lot more refined and grown up. Let's quickly show you the boot space. So this is where you open up the boot. Let me just quickly show you the previous facelift or the pre-facelift. There's your reverse camera over there, and this is where you open up the boot over here. So you can immediately see the difference there. Okay, so you just pop it in there, lift it up, nice cute boot. Have a look at that, guys. But 255 liters of boot space. I think it's more than enough. It's not a big boot space, guys, but it is a small car. But remember, you can push these seats flat down. So you just pop this lever over here, you push the seat flat down, and you get all that extra boot space. Let's quickly lift this up. And then when you lift this up, you get a little bit of extra space at the bottom over there. You can actually see it is quite a lot of space. And then when you lift this up, then you can see there is your Maury Biscuit spare wheel. So that actually stays exactly the same. Let me quickly show you the pre-facelift on the inside, and then I'll show you the facelift. I hope this car is still open. Yeah, there we go, still open. Guys, so have a look at this quickly. You'll see the design and everything is exactly the same still with the facelift, but I want to show you this quickly. Just look at this color over here. So you'll see it's got that sort of chrome color to it, but in the facelift it looks a little bit different. Also with the Smart, you used to get this hard rubber steering wheel. Have a look at the steering wheel itself as well. So this is your trip computer over there, just to see all your information on the trip computer over there. You can actually have a look at that. So just to show you guys, here's your trip computer over here. So very plain, you can just go through your trips and see exactly your trip computer. So your distance driven, let me just put the volume down. So your distance driven, your average fuel consumption, etc, etc. So this is your old screen over here. This is your 8-inch infotainment screen. You didn't get that in the street, only in the Smart. So this is the base of the interior, guys, of the pre-facelift. There you can see USB only over there, and you can see the chrome over there on the side vents, basically right over here. Now let me quickly show you the facelift interior. So going to the facelift, okay guys, so the LX doesn't come with your keyless entry. You only get that on the higher ranges. So like I said, have a look at this, guys. I mean, they all come standard with 4 speakers as well. I just saw the speaker there now, so I had to mention that to you guys. So look at this chrome over here. It's more of a high gloss sort of chrome. So that's why I said the car is definitely more refined. Let me show you the seat pattern. So the seat design is exactly the same, but look at the pattern. The pattern is very different. Also gives a little bit of a newer feel to it. And then of course now you get the standard leather steering wheel. So no more hard plastic on the steering wheel. Let's jump in quickly. Jumping inside the Kia Picanto 1 liter LX. So let me just get my driving position. This is my driving position, guys. Very comfortable. Like I say, I actually drive one myself, and it's very, very comfortable and very spacious for such a small car. Look at my headroom over here. You will be very pleasantly surprised about the space inside this car. And guys, let me tell you something about the drive of this car. It is a sporty, nippy car. I won't say sporty like a BM or whatever the case may be, or even a Polo. But guys, when you turn the steering wheel, it goes. There's no sort of delay or anything like that. Kia really focused on the fun of these vehicles because it's a city car, so very fun to drive. Even when I drove it long distance, guys, overtaking, you choose the right gear and you just keep your speed past the car, so very easy to overtake. For such a small body, these engines really justify this body of this vehicle. It's really a fun drive and it's very, very light on fuel, guys. Still, your 8-inch infotainment screen, that is also a standard now, so not like my Street where it actually has a small little screen over here. This is quite nice with the 8-inch infotainment screen. And then of course this also changed quite a bit. I'll show you guys that just now, but let me get into the steering wheel quickly. So like I said, standard now, leather steering wheel. You'll see it does have voice recognition now as well, and you can mute over here by pressing the volume button. You don't press mute on the top over here. And you also have a favorites button now. So the favorites button is quite nice because it will just take you through your favorite functions of the infotainment. Now the major change is the instrument cluster over here. So let me switch on the vehicle. Now you can see it is a full digital dash or full digital instrument cluster. Now you use this button over here to go through different modes in your instrument cluster, and you can use this button to actually go through the different settings or change the units like your Fahrenheit or degrees Celsius or your brightness even. So if I press OK, I can change my brightness, so if the screen is too bright. So a lot of functionality now on your digital instrument cluster. I love the design of that pink and red over there. It just looks so cute. It's so beautiful. It's very different compared to your previous one. Inside still stays exactly the same. You'll see the major difference is also this is not chrome now that's black, so also looks a little bit more modern. And now you get a USB-C charging port as well, not just a normal USB. And of course it still has these cool cup holders, so you can keep this for storage, or you can just pop that and then you get a cup holder. I absolutely love that. It's very much exactly the same as the pre-facelift, very much exactly the same, but just these minor upgrades makes this car feel a little bit more grown up and a little bit more modern. Let me put it in reverse quickly. There you can see your reverse camera, guys. So you can see if I move my steering wheel, there we go. If I move my steering wheel, you can also see the lines move a little bit to show you exactly where the car will park into. And it's quite clear. I mean, I can see everything behind me. I can see there's a pole, I can see there's a tree, I can see there's a curb, and it's even telling me, hey, pass up, that's very, very close to the car. This car is very, very quiet inside, eh? And I have to be honest, I kind of like this smell. It smells different compared to the pre-facelift. I'm not sure why. Don't they use the same glue and everything? But it does smell different, and it smells amazing. Oh yes, another thing that changed, this is your pre-facelift key. There you can see this is the pre-facelifted key. This one is quite nice also because it does have the new Kia badge, not like mine. You'll see mine is a very old key and it's got the old Kia badge, but this is the new key for the Kia Picanto. Have a look at how beautiful that is. The style and the design looks phenomenal. I like this chrome over here, so very grown up. So if you pop this key over there on the table, people are going to think you're driving like a Kia Sportage or something big, you know. And I love that pop over there. I just like this look and feel of this pop. It makes the key feel small, but when you need it, you just pop it open. And I just love the look of it. And you can hold this to pop the boot or just open up the boot. The boot doesn't pop by itself. Just looks stunning. So here are the two side by side. From the one side and to the other side, very, very clean. And you can see from there, it almost looks like a Lamborghini key, hey? Let's jump into the back to show you the back space of this Kia Picanto. Oh wow, another thing I've noticed, listen to the sound. The sound's also changed a little bit. It's not that same beep, 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 beep. It has a ding, ding. Okay, now it's gone, but let me switch it off. Now you're gonna hear it. Oh, it's because the key was in. So let me put the key in. Listen to that. Cute sound. Let's get into the back quickly. Like I said, guys, this chrome design over here, a lot different compared to the pre-facelift. Just looks more modern and more luxurious. You can see at the back over here, you also get standard ISOFIX. So if you have a baby, you can keep your baby nice and sturdy and safe inside the vehicle. Sitting at the back of the Kia Picanto, you can also see, not bad, guys. This is my driving position. Yes, I'm not the tallest guy, but I'm also not the shortest guy at the end of the day. So you can see there is some leg room over here. There's a lot of headroom over here. I mean, you can only fit 2 people in here. I won't say fit another third person. You can squeeze each other, but for 2 people, it's more than enough. You can move this up as well, just to get that extra bit of comfort when you're sitting at the back. But guys, I packed this car full driving to Cape Town, and let me tell you, for such a small car, you get a lot of space. There's not really much to talk about at the back. I just wanted to show you guys the space. And of course, yes, you do get an oh my gosh handle if the driver is a bit reckless like me. Just kidding. With the Kia Picanto, you get two different engine variations. So this is the G3LA, the 1 liter 3-cylinder normally aspirated engine. So this pushes out 49 kilowatts and 95 newton meters of torque with a top speed of about 155 kilometers an hour. Then you also get the 1.2 liter 4-cylinder engine with 62 kilowatts and 122 newton meters of torque with 170 kilometers an hour top speed. Both of them city-wise, I would say, get an average between 5 and 5.5 liters per 100 kilometers. So very, very light on fuel in the city, and that's also me driving the car, not driving like Miss Daisy at the end of the day. So yes guys, very light on fuel, very nippy engine, and a very reliable engine at the end of the day. You also get a 2-year 30,000 kilometer service plan and a 5-year unlimited warranty on these vehicles. And there we go guys, the new facelifted Kia Picanto LX. Thank you very much for watching this video guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope I gave you a little bit more information about the facelifted version of the Kia Picanto. I would just like to say thank you to Kia Table View for sponsoring this car to actually do this video. Guys, if you're looking for proper service and a lovely friendly smile when you walk into a dealership, come and visit Kia Table View. They will definitely take care of you and get you into your dream Kia. Also visit their Facebook. You can ask them any questions over there. They will have their specials or brand new models or whatever the case may be on their Facebook page. I will also add the link in the description. Remember to hit that like, subscribe and share guys, and also hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified on new uploads. Thank you very much for all your support, and I hope you guys have a lucky day. Stay safe. Peace.